The American presidents were people like you and like me, or at least that's how the founders intended them to be. Hi, my name's Teddy Ebby. Welcome back to my continuing segment where we're talking about the nicknames of the US presidents both past and present. Last time we finished up with the negative nicknames of President number 8, Martin Van Buren. But today we're going to cover the positive nicknames of the man with the shortest presidential term in US history, President number 9, William Henry Harrison. William Henry Harrison is the shortest serving president because of a fateful mistake he made regarding his presidential address. After a grueling election campaign that must have left him exhausted, Harrison made the ill-informed decision not to wear a hat or coat or any warm clothing at all as he gave a 2-hour inaugural address in the freezing rain in early March. Just weeks later, he would be the first man to die while president of the United States.
So we can all learn from William Henry Harrison to wear our coats and wash our hands so we have better immune systems.
But despite his rather short term in office, he accrued quite a few positive nicknames. So we'll start with his most famous rallying cry, Old Tippecanoe. After a break from having military men in the White House with the election of Martin Van Buren, the electorate turned its attention back to the Army with William Henry Harrison, who was a major general or a 2-star general during the War of 1812. But this nickname would actually come from his skirmishes with Native Americans. He fought a confederation of Native American tribes when he was governor of the territory of Indiana. He got this nickname from the Battle of Tippecanoe, where he fought against a Shawnee prophet by the name of Tenskwatawa, who was the lesser-known brother of then Shawnee chief Tecumseh. Regardless of the ethics of it, the battles were fierce and won William Henry Harrison a great deal of military honor.
You should be ashamed of your military honor!
He heavily leaned on this military honor to catapult himself into the White House, using this nickname in the slogan Tippecanoe and Tyler too, bringing in his then Vice President John Tyler. But this positive nickname is much more akin to self-aggrandizement, as he was really just a Virginian aristocrat turned Western politician and military hero. Which kind of folds us into nickname number 2, where he was called the Log Cabin Candidate. Harrison did indeed move from Virginia and the lands of the 13 colonies, much more well settled, out west to these new territories that were wild and undiscovered. Harrison's supporters used this positive nickname to reframe him as this kind of cider-drinking, log cabin dwelling frontiersman. And I'll digress. It did take some guts to move from the well-established eastern coast out into the Midwest, even if you were a wealthy aristocrat with means.
Yeah, you look like just like a rich cowboy who came riding in off the farm.
And this not quite true positive nickname is a great example of early instances of mass political branding, which will round us out into nickname number 3. Just like his predecessor 2 presidents before him, Andrew Jackson, he was referred to as the People's President. Harrison's presidential campaign is known in political science history for its mass rallies, songs, banners, slogans, and even infiltration into modern-day language. Harrison just had this populist energy about him.
I'm a plain man of the people.
An energy that would unfortunately fade after one of these famous speeches in the rain caused him to fall ill and die. And though they wouldn't have more than a few weeks to insult him in office, Harrison picked up his fair share of negative nicknames. I'm Teddy Ebby. Join me next time when we talk about William Henry Harrison's 3 most popular negative nicknames.